Hey everybody, in this video I'm going to show how you can create custom effects for use in Material Designer. I have this static mesh basketball that I'm going to use for a series of tutorials here, but when I brought this in free from Fab, one of the challenges is that I went ahead and created a Material Designer material out of the various texture maps that came in, but the normal map is basically flipped or inverted, right? So I have a highlight here in my lighting setup, but all of these what should be bumps on the basketball actually look like divots. And normally, this would be easy to fix. We would just invert the green channel of the normals, multiply by -1, and all of these divots would look like proper bumps. But when we go to the effects here for normal, and I look at normals, I've got normal intensity, but I don't have flip. Also, even if I go to color, invert RGB is not really the right thing either. That just changes the 0 to 1 values in all three channels. What I really want to do is just multiply green by -1 and use that result as my normal map, but I can't do that because we don't have that. So it's actually really easy to solve. So here's how we do this. First of all, I'm going to apply the invert RGB effect just so I can find it really quickly. So I'm going to color and invert RGB. And so here is that effect. And the most important part of this is not that, well, it totally messed everything up, but instead that I have this browse to button. So when I click the browse to button, my content browser takes me directly to that particular material function. Now that is in the engine. So here, this is my Asset Explorer. What is the actual name for this? This is the sources panel, right? So this panel is activated with the cogwheel here, source panel, and I also have engine content and plugin content activated so that I can see all of that. So when I click this browse to button, here I am looking at the material function for invert RGB. And if I double click it, it is a very easily understood material graph. Basically, we have a set of nodes here that just deal with how much effect percentage we're applying. Okay, great. And as we might expect with an invert, all we're doing is applying our input to a 1- input operation, and then we're sending that out based on how much it's attenuated. So I'm going to use this as a template for my invert green, and so we can flip the normals. So since that is going to be my template, what I'm going to do is make a copy in the normals folder. So this is of course in the color folder, and you can see we have a folder for each section that we see when we click this effect button. We see all these sub-menus. So each sub-menu is just a folder here. And so I'm going to take this MF invert RGB and drag that into normals. And what that'll do is give me the opportunity not to move it, but to copy it. So I'm going to choose copy here. And so now if I go to the normals folder, I've got a copy of the invert RGB. Now, right away, if I save this, and now I click on effects and go to normals, now invert RGB is available. Of course, this is not the effect I want. So let's go ahead and customize it. And now that I have this folder, I'm going to go ahead and delete the effect here because I only needed it to get to where I wanted to go. So now we can go ahead and work on the nodes of this. And so I'm going to rename this F2 and then MF for material function underscore, let's say we're going to flip normal, call it that, actually flip normal, enter, and double click to open it up. Now, one of the things to know is that by default, the output result node is selected and our details are related to that selection. But if I click in an empty space in the node graph, we'll see this user exposed caption. This is the name of the material function that we see in Material Designer. So again, if I click on this effects and I go to normals, this invert RGB, well, that's this right here. So if I go ahead and change this to flip normal, and I could say green, just to note that I'm inverting the green channel, I can hit enter and save that. And now when I click on my effects and I go to normals, it now says flip norma. All right, well, let's put the L in there. Okay. That means a totally different thing. So now we can actually put the math of flipping the green channel in here. So I'm just going to delete the existing 1 - X and just know that whatever calculation we create, the output needs to go into B here. So I will delete this. And what I'll do is break the input out into its component parts for red, green, and blue. So I just pull a pin off of here and type in break, and I'm going to break out float 3 components, one for each RGB. And then I want to be able to recompile my results into a new 3 float vector. So I'm just going to click and drag on red and pull off of that and type in float 3, and that should, yeah, make float 3. There we go. All right, and so this will allow me to reassemble my channels because red and blue are going to pass through with no adjustment whatsoever. We only want to multiply green by -1 before reassembling it. So let's pull from green, release, type in mult, and there we go, multiply. We'll plug in a -1 here and put this into our Y. So now we take our input, we multiply just the green channel by -1, reassemble our RGBs, and that result will go into B. And that's it. So we've now built the material function, we've named it. I will save it and close this. And so now we can look at how this works. So we've got all of our divots here, and I've got the normal channel selected. I've got my layer with the normal texture in it, and I click Effects, Normals, and flip Normals Green. And as soon as that's applied, now we have the correct orientation for the bumps on our basketball. So I hope this helps. Till next time, have fun.